What am I doing? Hi guys, Beans here. Welcome back to the channel, and this week we are at the hungaroring for our LFM Coach Dave GT3 series races. Quick disclaimer, I am as sick as a dog whilst recording. I seem to have this awful bug that the rest of the UK seem to have, so I apologise in advance. Not an ideal start to this race here in Split 2, as we had a few minor technical issues my end, but that's a minor setback. So we started in P23, quickly gaining 4 to 5 places on turn 1 alone. Trying to survive this group of cars all jostling for position. There's a BMW facing the wrong way, but we are around turn 2 cleanly with a bit of breathing room to the cars behind. So the pink Ferrari up ahead gets a bad run out of turn 3, allowing the Mclaren on the outside. Not an ideal place to be heading into turn 4, causing the Mclaren to just run wide and extend his track limits. And just as he rejoins on the track, they make a bit of contact as the Ferrari closes the door. Here in turn 5 then, I lose the back end and find myself now down in P21 again. No damage gained thankfully, but nobody wants to see a car stuck in the grass. So I fast forwarded to the end of lap 2 pretty much. The Lambo runs deep, allowing us up alongside. And if I'm honest, I probably should have left a little bit more room. The Lambo's ping was quite high to be fair, but luckily netcode was on our side this time and we didn't have any contact. Just giving a bit of space here in turn 13. I'm not trying to make any desperate moves as it's a long race, so there's no point trying to be a hero in situations like these. So as we head onto the straight for the end of lap 2, we're catching the cars ahead, putting in our personal best lap of the race so far with a 1:48.1. Getting a decent run here on the Lambo. Here he goes defensive, but he brakes super early, allowing us to take the position on the outside as we round turn 1. Just making sure we go a little deeper into the corner ourselves to give as much space as possible. So fast forward then to the end of lap 3, we've managed to catch up with the Honda and we are able to make a move here on the inside, avoiding the cars up ahead as well, not braking too late, getting the move done, allowing us to get closer to the cars up ahead. Heading into turn 13, if I was any later on the brakes here, it could have ended badly for us, but luckily the car slows down enough to avoid rear-ending the Honda and me being sworn at. As we head into turn 14, the Honda goes a little deep, compromising his run here on the straight, giving us a great run up the inside. But Honda power comes in clutch for him and he's pulling on the outside but giving us the inside line. On the inside then, nailing our braking points here. The Honda goes deep and comes under attack from another Honda. But we get the move done, putting us into P19, which I'm perfectly happy with. So the Ferrari runs deep as well, allowing the McLaren on the inside. You know, it's just one of those moves that happens. Gives us a little sniff for an overtake ourselves. He gets a poor run out of turn 3 as he hits a sausage curb, allowing us on the inside, which is into turn 4. It's not where we want to be, having to go 50-50 on the grass. But we stick it, giving us another position gained, putting us up into P18. So fast forward a lap into turn 5, we've managed to catch up with the 2 McLarens up ahead. The McLaren here, he goes deep, and if it was me personally, myself, I wouldn't have tried to come back on the track there. I would have just, I would have taken the track cut warning and just continued on instead of trying to come back onto the track. So I've had to slow down just slightly. So he goes a little bit deep here, allowing us up the inside, managing to avoiding the close call. I'm glad he pulled out of that, or managed to straighten it up to be fair. But that's put us up into P16, allowing us to make a charge towards the next McLaren, which I felt happy with my pace and confident that I could reel in a few cars further up the road. I was fairly familiar with hungaroring as it was the track it all started for on LFM for me, and with this revisit I could see the progression I'd gained, as my average lap time around here before was high 147s, whereas now in practice runs I'm hitting mid 145s, which I'm happy with. I feel like it's not too far off the pace. Obviously I think it could be a bit quicker. Almost going up the back end of this McLaren here then, but luckily managed to avoid rear-ending him. as we make the charge down into turn 2, just going to fast forward down the road a lap or so after. We make a huge mistake here, almost losing the rear end, but we managed to keep the car on track, and ultimately we've kept the Honda behind us. So this McLaren does a similar thing that I did, but unfortunately he's not lucky enough, and he clips the curb, so we take the position. Now fast forward to the incident, the big incident of the race. I'm not sure if it was my mistake, but I thought I could get a better run on the McLaren there, and ultimately I wasn't expecting to try swerve onto the track, but he swerved onto the track. It caused us 30 seconds of damage, so now it's just a race where we've once again got to nurse the car back and try and gain or try and keep as many positions as we can. As you can see, we're getting some pressure from behind by Mr. Coco here in the Honda, and I can't remember if he manages to gain this position from us, but you know, it was very difficult. The car was very understeery. Going into right hand turns it was fine, left hand turns non-existent. So yeah, you can see we make a mistake, just not trying to get track cuts or any warnings, so he manages to squeeze past us. And as you can see up in the top left by the delta here, we are just constantly losing time, bleeding the time due to the amount of damage we've got. So fast forward now to the last lap, our final hurrah at the Hungaroring, and eagle-eyed viewers might have spotted already, but Mr. Coco is slowing down. I think he's coasting and trying to get to the end on no fuel. Ultimately, he hands us back the position he took from us earlier. I can't complain. It's a freebie. It's a shame I had to gain the position like that, but it's free and I'll take it, especially with how the race has been for us. After starting at the back, gaining a few positions, feeling confident about our pace, then losing them, and then gaining before our accident we had. Looking back on the accident, I maybe could have avoided it, but wrong place, wrong time. Let me guys know what you think down in the comments. Could I have avoided it? As we head down the main straight for our last lap, that's going to conclude today's video. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.